Hello friends, welcome back to Sijo's classroom. My name is Sijo V. George. Today we are going to discuss chapter 4 metals and non-metals. In this chapter, we will learn the various characteristics of metals, non-metals, metalloids and also their common uses. You are familiar with a number of materials like iron, aluminium, copper. The materials are made up of small particles named as atoms. These small particles combines to form elements, compounds and mixtures. Element. An element is a substance which cannot be split up into two or more similar substances. It is made up of only one kind of particle. Compounds. Compound is a substance which is made up of two or more elements chemically combined in a fixed ratio by mass. Example: water. A compound can be broken into two or more elements but not by physical processes. Elements and compounds are generally known as pure substances. Mixture or impure substance. Mixture is a substance which consists two or more elements or compounds not chemically combined together. Mixture are two types. First one homogeneous mixture, second one heterogeneous mixture. What is homogeneous mixture? A mixture which has a uniform composition throughout. Such mixtures are called homogeneous mixtures or homogeneous solutions. Some examples of homogeneous mixtures are salt in water and sugar in water. Heterogeneous mixture, a mixture which contain physically distinct parts and have non-uniform compositions. Such mixtures are called heterogeneous mixtures. Some examples of heterogeneous mixtures are oil and water, salt and sulfur. Let's see what are the comparison between metals and non-metals on the basis of their physical properties. First one, physical state. All metals are solid at room temperature except mercury. And in the case of non-metal, be solid, liquid and gas. Second point, appearance. Most of the metals are silvery gray. In the case of non-metals, different non-metals have different colors. Third point, hardness. All metals are hard except sodium and potassium. In the case of non-metals, they are soft. Malleability, fourth point. All metals are malleable and in the case of non-metals are brittle. Fifth point, ductility. All metals are ductile and in the case of non-metals are not ductile. Sixth point, conduction of heat. In the case of metals, all metals are good conductor of heat. At the same time, non-metals, poor conductor of heat except graphite. Seventh point, conduction of electricity. All metals are good conductor of electricity. At the same time, non-metals, poor conductors of electricity except graphite. A comparison of the chemical properties of metal and non-metals. First point, reaction with the oxygen. Metals form basic oxide with oxygen. Non-metals form acidic or neutral oxides with oxygen. Second point, nature of oxides. Metal oxides are basic in nature. Non-metals oxides are either neutral or acidic in nature. Next point, reaction with water. Metals like sodium react vigorously with water at room temperature, forming corresponding hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Non-metals do not react with water under normal condition. Fourth point, reaction with acids. Active metals such as sodium, zinc, magnesium displace hydrogen from acids. Less reactive metals such as copper and silver do not displace hydrogen from acids. In the case of nonmetals, do not displace hydrogen from acids. Fifth point, reaction with the alkali. Certain metals such as zinc, aluminum react with the hot solution of alkalis, liberating hydrogen gas. The reaction of nonmetals with the alkalis are complex. At last point, displacement reaction. More reactive metals displace less reactive metals from their salt solution. In the case of nonmetals, certain more reactive nonmetals displace less reactive nonmetals from their salt solution. Next point, reactivity series of metals. The reactivity series of metals is an arrangement of metals in vertical column in order of decreasing reactivity. In the reactivity series, the most reactive metal is placed at the top, whereas the least reactive metal is placed at the bottom. The more reactive metal has greater tendency to form of their compounds. Less reactive metals such as silver, gold, and platinum are found in the free state in the Earth's crust. For the purpose of understanding reactivity series, I will show you the arrangement of reactivity series of metals. Now we will study what are the uses of some common metals. Iron for making bridges, engine parts, iron sheets and bars used in construction and steels. Copper for making electrical wires and cables, utensils, kettles, coins and for making alloys. Silver for making jewelry in electroplating, photography and silvering of mirrors. Gold for making jewelry, decorative purpose, in photography for toning. Mercury is used in thermometers and barometers. Aluminium for making electrical wires and cables, domestic utensils, alloys, metallic paints, aluminum foil for packaging, lead for making automobile batteries, lead pipes, alloys such as solder, protective screen for X-ray machines, for manufacturing many chemical compounds and paints. Now we will discuss what are the uses of non-metals. Some non-metals names we will see: carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, hydrogen and iodine. Carbon. As diamond, it is used to making jewelry, cutting and grinding equipments. As graphite, it is used for making black lead of pencils and high temperature crucibles. Sulfur for the manufacture of gunpowder, sulfuric acid in vulcanization of rubber. Phosphorus for the manufacture of matchsticks, rat poison, phosphoric acid and fertilizers. Oxygen, supporter of combustion for respiration by living organisms. Nitrogen, for manufacturing ammonia, nitric acid, etc. Chlorine, for bleaching, sterilizing water, manufacture chloride compounds. Hydrogen, as a fuel in oxygen hydrogen flame used in welding for manufacturing ammonia, hydrogen chloride, etc. Iodine, for preparing iodized common salt, tincture of iodine, it is used as an antiseptic. Thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel and press bell icon for getting updated videos. See you soon.